Aloha! Hey, Lydia! How are you?
Oh, hi, Susan. What's going on?
Guess what? I'm already feeling like I'm in Hawaii.
Hawaii? Really?
Yes, I've decided to go to Hawaii next month.
Wow, that's a bit sudden, isn't it?
Oh, don't tell me you forgot. Next month is both mine and David's birthdays. And it's our milestone 60th birthday.
Oh, right. You and David are turning 60, aren't you?
Exactly. Every year, I've been asking David for a Chanel bag or a Hermes scarf for my birthday. But this year is special. So I thought, why not go bigger?
Go bigger? Honestly, I think getting designer goods every year is already pretty extravagant.
Oh, come on. It's just once a year. I'm allowed to be a little spoiled, right? But recently, a friend of mine went to Spain. She explored the beautiful streets of Barcelona and saw Gaudi's amazing architecture. So I thought I'd like to go somewhere special too.
Barcelona, huh? That sounds nice. Gaudi, like the Sagrada Familia?
Exactly. Sagrada Familia, Park Güell, all of it. And the photos she showed me were just stunning. It made me realize that maybe a memorable trip is better than more designer stuff.
I see where you're coming from.
And since it's our 60th, I figured, why not go all out? I want to go to Hawaii, take a bunch of photos on those white sandy beaches with the crystal blue water, and make my friends totally jealous.
Oh, I see. People do say that trips create lifelong memories.
Exactly. Hawaii is a place I've always wanted to visit. I've been dreaming of relaxing on Waikiki Beach and watching the sunset at Diamond Head. And Hawaii is a shopping paradise, isn't it? You can buy so many luxury items at the duty-free stores. And I want to pick up lots of souvenirs to show off to my friends.
So the real goal is to impress your friends, huh?
No. It's not just that. I want to really enjoy everything Hawaii has to offer. The nature is stunning. I'm even planning to watch whales at Makapu'u Point and catch some surfers at the North Shore. So it's decided. We're going to Hawaii for our 60th birthday celebration. Family vacation style.
Oh, really? So you and David are going together?
What? Just the two of us? No way. It's a family vacation. So of course, you and James are coming too. Otherwise, we'd have to pay for the trip ourselves.
What? Wait a minute. You're saying James and I have to pay for this trip? That's impossible.
What are you talking about? Of course it's your responsibility. James is our only son, so it's his duty to take care of us. A family vacation is the perfect way to show some appreciation.
Look, I get the importance of showing appreciation, but paying for an international trip? That's too much. James and I don't make that kind of money, and we have 2 kids to take care of.
That's irrelevant. I'll handle booking the flights and the hotel. You just need to cover the expenses. And since it's our 60th, I'll be picking out a top-notch hotel.
But we really can't afford it. We're saving every penny for the kids' education. And with rising costs, we're barely making ends meet. We haven't even had a chance to go on a vacation ourselves. In this situation, we just can't afford to pay for your trip.
You're being dramatic. You both work, so you should have more than enough. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and David doesn't earn as much as he used to. So you two need to step up. Saying you can't afford to take care of us is just an excuse.
But it's the truth.
I'm thinking of booking one of the most famous, ultra-luxurious hotels in Waikiki, right on the beachfront. It has a private beach, and the rooms come with their own jacuzzi. Breakfast is served in an ocean view restaurant, where the chef prepares a lavish buffet right in front of you.
A place like that? There's just no way we can afford it. I'm managing our budget so carefully. I make the kids' lunches every day, and I even eat leftovers to save money. Even so, managing our budget every month is really tough. We just don't have the extra cash for such a luxurious trip. Please, just go with David. Enjoy Hawaii together.
What? Are you seriously turning me down? You've got to be kidding. I can't believe this.
But it's not just about the cost. Are James and I supposed to go too? We both have jobs, and we don't have anyone to watch the kids. Plus, they're 6 and 2 years old, and they still need me to help them sleep at night.
That's just because you're spoiling them. Why not let the older one take care of the younger one? A 6-year-old should be able to handle basic things by now. Back in the day, kids took care of their siblings all the time.
Back in the day? Are you talking about when you were a kid?
Yes. I was looking after my younger siblings from the moment I could walk. I fed them, changed diapers, cooked meals, and cleaned the house while my mom was out working in the fields. Kids today are way too pampered. You should learn from how people used to live and teach your kids some responsibility.
But Susan, times have changed, and so have parenting methods. Nowadays, we prioritize our children's safety and health, so there's no way I'm leaving them home alone.
Then why don't you have your parents take care of them?
That's not possible. My parents live far away. We'd have to fly to get there.
Then just have them come to stay at your house while you're on the trip.
Both my parents work.
They could take a week off, couldn't they?
Please don't make it sound so easy.
Oh, for heaven's sake. You've been making excuses this whole time.
But James and I absolutely can't go to Hawaii.
No way. You and James have to come no matter what. Listen, this is a family trip for our 60th birthday celebration. It wouldn't mean anything without you there.
It's really not possible.
Lydia, you're just worrying too much. Kids are resilient. They'll figure it out on their own. If they need help, just tell them to go to a neighbor's house. It's only a week, for goodness sake.
Like I said, parenting today is different from when you were raising kids. I'm sorry, but we can't do it. And there's no way we can take 2 young children on an international trip.
Oh my goodness. You are the most stubborn daughter-in-law. You know, you really should have had just one child like I did. That way, you'd have more freedom and could take them on trips like this.
How can you say that? That's just too much.
But it's true. Having siblings just causes more problems. It doubles the expenses and they have to sacrifice. So neither one gets enough attention. Because you have 2 kids, you have to work, and it defeats the purpose.
But didn't you have a lot of siblings too?
That was a different time. It's fine to have lots of kids if the mother stays home. But these days, young mothers can't wait to get back to work. That's why kids aren't being raised properly anymore.
That's just a bias, Susan. You can still show love and care for your kids while working.
Oh, really? If you only had one child, you could stay at home, and they wouldn't feel lonely. You'd have time to cook nutritious meals and be home when they get back from school, so they wouldn't feel neglected. I feel sorry for your kids.
Well, for your information, James was the one who wanted 2 kids. And even though I work full-time, I still cook and spend quality time with my children. James is very involved too. He wakes up early to help make the kids' lunches, and he helps with chores at night. We all support each other as a family and are doing just fine. We're not cutting corners as much as you think, Susan. We may have less time, but our kids are well loved and taken care of.
Oh, you think you know it all, don't you? You've barely started raising your kids, yet you talk so big. Have you ever taken your kids on an international trip like I did with James? He traveled to all sorts of countries when he was young.
Well, no. We haven't gone abroad, but we've been on several domestic trips.
Domestic trips, huh? That's nothing compared to an international experience. The memories and learning are on a whole different level. Having more than one child really is a disadvantage. I'm enjoying my life so much more than you are.
A trip to Hawaii would cost tens of thousands, you know.
Oh, it's not just tens of thousands. It'll be at least $20,000.
$20,000? That can't be true.
It is true. We're staying in a luxury hotel and travel costs add up. Plus, I want to shop to my heart's content and eat the best food. I also want to buy plenty of designer items at the duty-free shops. So yes, we'll need at least $20,000.
There's no way we can afford that. And besides, we're not celebrities. We can't afford such an extravagant 60th birthday celebration. If you really want to go, you should pay for it yourself.
Oh, really? Do you have any idea how much money I spent raising my son? If it weren't for me, you wouldn't even have met him, gotten married, or had those 2 kids. None of this would have been possible without my husband and me, right?
Well, of course. But what does that have to do with paying for a trip?
It has everything to do with it. Raising Sam until he was an adult cost us at least $300,000. I'm just asking for $20,000 back as a token of appreciation. Am I asking for something unreasonable?
Yes, you are. I can't understand your logic at all.
I'm only asking for $20,000. I think I'm being a very reasonable mother-in-law. Others would ask for much more.
Most mother-in-laws wouldn't ask to be reimbursed for raising their kids. And besides, didn't we buy you a $500 wallet for your birthday just recently? That was a big purchase for us.
That was cheap. What I really wanted was a $5,000 Hermes bag. I only settled because Sam begged me to. That's why I want you to pay for the Hawaii trip.
Your sense of money is just too different from ours. I'm using a bag I got as a freebie with a magazine.
Well, an Hermes bag wouldn't suit you anyway. You need to be someone with my kind of refined taste to pull that off. And remember, this isn't just for my birthday. It's for your father-in-law's too. We deserve an unforgettable celebration.
I see. I can't decide this on my own, so I'll talk to Sam.
Yes, please do. I'm sure Sam will understand my feelings. Unlike you, he's a sweet, considerate son. I'll be waiting for your call. In the meantime, I'll look up some luxury hotels. Hey, have you spoken to Sam about the Hawaii trip yet? Not that I need to ask. I'm sure he agreed, right?
It's not happening.
Excuse me?
Sam and I aren't going to Hawaii, so you'll have to go by yourselves or just give up on the idea.
What? Are you kidding me? You did try to convince him, right?
Yes, I did. But we simply don't have that kind of money, so it's impossible. Please drop it.
No way. I've already picked out the hotel I want to stay at. There's no way I'm giving this up. I'm going to Hawaii, end of story.
What do you want us to do? We can't make money up here out of nowhere.
I'm not getting any younger, you know. You two still have time to save up. But for us, time is running out. Cash out the kids' college funds or your life insurance and use that for the trip.
You're being ridiculous. I'm getting a headache just thinking about it.
You know, if I had known this was going to happen, I wouldn't have pushed for a second grandkid. My older grandson is such a sweetheart. He's always saying he loves his grandma and is so thankful when I give him toys or candy. He's such a lively, bright boy, and I'm really excited about his future. But the younger one, your daughter, she's got your attitude and I can't stand her. She's always giving me this sharp look, never says hi, and cries over the littlest things. And she's so defiant.
She's only 2. It's just a phase.
No, it's either she's got your nasty personality or you're doing a terrible job raising her. If it weren't for her, everything would be so much easier. We could have used that money for Hawaii.
How dare you? Even as a joke, that's way too much. Say whatever you want about me, but don't you dare talk about my kids like that.
I'm just telling the truth. We're your elders, so you should be prioritizing us. And by the way, Sam gave me some souvenirs from Disneyland. You had money for that trip, didn't you?
That was a birthday present for the kids. We saved up for that. It was their first time at Disneyland.
Is that so? You should have saved that Disneyland money for us instead. Such a waste.
Are we done here? You understand that we can't afford it, right?
No. If you had money to go to Disneyland, then you should take us to Hawaii too. If not, it's divorce. divorce. Or give up your younger child to foster care or something. That way, you'll save money by not having to raise her, and we can use that for the trip.
That's horrible. How can you even say something like that?
The horrible one here is you, neglecting us. Let me remind you, Sam is on our side. Crying to him won't work. You're just an outsider anyway, so pick. Divorce or take us to Hawaii?
Fine.
That's more like it. You finally get it, huh? You're really such a clueless daughter-in-law. It's exhausting. Well, I'll go ahead and book the hotel right away. A friend told me just yesterday how easy it is to book overseas hotels.
Yes, please do.
I'll set it up for payment on arrival, so make sure you bring the money. And don't forget to find a place to leave the kids. They'd just be a nuisance on an international trip. Oh, and you'll be the luggage carrier. Sam, my husband, and I will be walking together as a family.
Got it. I'll tell Sam.
We'll be leaving on the last Sunday of next month. We'll stay for a week, so take time off work. I can't wait. This is going to be so much fun. Make sure you have the money ready, all right? Bye. This month has flown by. Tomorrow's the day we leave for Hawaii. I'm so excited, I can hardly wait. How about Sam? Is he excited?
Yeah, I guess he is.
Of course he is. It's a family trip. Oh, I want to plan out the details for tomorrow, so I'm coming over to your place now. I just bought a Hawaii travel guide at the bookstore today. Let's go over the plans together.
All right, we'll be waiting.
You know, you're not really that great at cooking. I appreciate you making dinner for us earlier, but it was a bit bland.
Is that so?
Poor Sam, having to eat that every day. I'll teach you how to make her family's recipes next time. You need to step up and act like a proper wife.
Yes, I understand.
Oh, and I found your passport, so I picked it up for you.
Wait, my passport? Where did you find it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I accidentally threw it away.
What?
I can be such a klutz sometimes. Looks like you won't be able to join us on the trip tomorrow.
Wait, did you really throw it away?
Yep. On my way home, I thought I'd empty my bag, so I stopped by a trash can at the convenience store and must have tossed your passport by mistake. It's too much trouble to go get it back now, so you'll just have to give up.
Give up? You did that on purpose, didn't you?
No, I'm not that mean. But too bad. I was really looking forward to you coming with us. But now, you can't go to Hawaii. It'll just be me, my husband, and Sam. The real family.
That's terrible. Throwing it away is the worst thing you could do.
I told you. It was just a mistake. But hey, this works out, right? Your kids can't sleep without their mom, right? Thanks to me, they won't have to miss you while we're gone.
I understand. I have things to do, so if you'll excuse me.
All righty. We'll be leaving for the airport in Sam's car tomorrow morning, so I'll pick you up early. You just stay here and enjoy your little Hawaii daydreams. See you later. Lydia, what are you doing? Ignoring me even though I've been ringing the doorbell nonstop? Are you still mad about the passport thing? Sam wants to go to Hawaii, so get him out here, you wicked woman.
What? My passport is right here, though.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? I threw away your passport yesterday, didn't I? It was sitting with your planner, so it had to be yours.
Sorry to disappoint you, but that was just a notebook. You probably stuffed it into your bag in a hurry while I was in the bathroom, so you didn't notice at first glance, did you?
What? That can't be right. If it was just a notebook, I would have noticed.
Well, a regular notebook, sure, but that was a passport look-alike notebook. I bought it for journaling my trips. I've always loved traveling, so after every trip, I write my memories in that passport-shaped notebook.
No way! It looked so real, I didn't notice.
Must be the old eyes, huh? It even says passport notebook on it. I had it out because I was planning to write about our recent trip to Disneyland.
No! This can't be happening. I was so sure it was real.
I never imagined you'd throw it away, but I'm glad I hadn't written anything in it yet. So, you really did throw it out on purpose, huh? If you actually thought it was real and tossed it in the trash, that's practically a crime.
Well, you weren't going to properly celebrate our 60th, so I just wanted to teach you a lesson. And now I've been duped. This is the worst. Fine, you can come with us after all.
What? We're not going to Hawaii.
What? Are you still sulking? Just come out. The plane won't wait for you.
No, seriously, we're not going. And by the way, we've already moved out of that house.
What? You're kidding, right? You were there just yesterday.
We moved right after you left yesterday.
So, the house I've been ringing the doorbell at is empty?
Yep. No one's going to answer no matter how much you ring.
You never told me that.
Nope, we didn't. Sam told me not to mention it.
He said that? He would never say something like that. He's such a kind son who always puts his parents first. You must have forced him to stay behind because you don't want him to go to Hawaii.
I get that you want to blame me, but Sam said he doesn't want to go to Hawaii. That's what I told you from the start. He said it's not financially possible.
I thought you were lying.
Let me ask you, has Sam ever once told you that he wants to go? Sam told me he gets your calls all the time, but he doesn't answer because he doesn't want to go.
I just thought he was too busy with work to answer. That's why I kept calling you. So, Sam really isn't coming to Hawaii? I'm so confused. Let me make it clear. Neither Sam nor I are going to Hawaii. And since we've already moved, please stop making a scene. You're disturbing the neighbors. Wait. I already told your father-in-law that this Hawaii trip is a 60th birthday gift from you too. If you don't come, we can't pay for it. I've already booked the flights in the luxury hotel. We never said we were going. All we did was listen to you and say we understand. We'll take an international trip someday, just the four of us. Please, enjoy Hawaii with your husband. No way. I already booked a fancy hotel. I can't cancel it on the day of. Please, I'm begging you, come. I'll never forget that you told me to put our kids in foster care. Tell me your new address. I'll come pick you up right now. No, thanks. I have no intention of having any further contact with you. No! Take care. Goodbye. Wait, Linda. Please. I'm sorry. How am I supposed to explain this to my husband? Later, she tearfully explained everything to her husband. They had to cancel the flights and hotel at the last minute. But because they canceled so late, they had to pay a cancellation fee, which she couldn't afford. She had to beg her husband to cover the cost. This incident pushed him over the edge, and just before their 60th birthdays, they got divorced. Now, she's working hard at a job she's not used to, trying to pay back the money she squandered over the years. Since she never worked and only indulged in luxury, I think she deserves to struggle. As for me, I'm happily living in our new home with Sam and our 2 kids. Once the kids are a little older, we're planning our first family trip abroad.
Hey, Isabella, why didn't you come to the lunch gathering today? Your sister-in-law invited you. I can't believe you turned me down. Oh, hello, Denise. I'm sorry I can't attend your lunch gathering. I have work during the day on weekdays, so I can't attend. I told you this before many times. Well, I told you to take time off work and join us. I've been telling you for a long time too, haven't I? I can't take time off so easily. Why not? What do you mean, why not? It's a job. I get paid and I have responsibilities. I can't just take a day off because I'm going to lunch with my sister-in-law. Don't you understand that's not a good reason to miss work? The job you're doing is probably some trivial work, right? Aren't you working at the bread factory? I'm sure it wouldn't make much difference if you weren't there. My lunch gatherings are worth 100 times more than going to such a low-class job. Anyone with a bit of intelligence would understand that attending the lunch gathering is a much better choice. Really? After all, wives of the presidents of very famous companies, or the daughters of very prestigious families are joining my lunch gathering. A loser like you who works for a bread factory should feel grateful just to breathe the same air with us. It's a noble gathering, you know. I see. Gathering such wealthy individuals for a lunch? It's something only I, the wife of a Kingston Grand Hotel executive, can pull off. As your sister-in-law, I'm doing you a favor by inviting a loser like you. Refusing that? What kind of attitude is that? I don't have any particular attitude. Oh, I see. Poor people like you must be jealous. Am I right? I'm not jealous. It's out of pity. You don't need to invite me anymore. If it's a weekday lunch gathering, I'll never be able to go in the future. Declining every time and enduring sarcastic remarks afterward is quite a hassle. Wow! Who do you think you are? Or maybe, is that what it is? Oh, how silly of me. I'm so used to my lavish life because of my rich husband. I can't fathom the circumstances of a low-class factory worker. So, forgive me, okay? What are you trying to say? Just say it. Well then, I'll say it. You are so poor that you can't even pay for a lunch at hotel. You can't make ends meet without both spouses working, right? I'm so sorry. I see. What's so funny about it? In this day and age, it's not that uncommon, is it? Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. In poor households, with the recent high cost of living, it's challenging to make ends meet without both spouses working, right? But for you, my brother's wife, not having money for lunch is truly pathetic. My father is the president and my mother has never done household chores. My brother and I were raised by housekeepers and butlers, taking piano and ballet lessons from an early age and groomed to be distinguished individuals. And yet, he married a poor loser like you. He was supposed to take over our father's company, but he turned him down and went to work as an employee at a completely different company. It's insane. No other way to put it. If it's just me, it's fine. But can you please not insult my husband as well? I'm just telling you the truth. He should have married someone matching our family status, like my marriage. I don't know why he married a poor woman like you. Constantly calling poor, isn't that going too far? You seem to be making fun of our bread factory, but it's thanks to the people working there that even you can enjoy delicious bread. What? I would never eat low-class bread from a factory. Got it? People like me only eat what top chefs prepare. Those mass-produced in factories claiming to be bread are laughable. It's just garbage made of flour. Excuse me? That's so rude. Calling a product someone worked hard on garbage? What's wrong with calling garbage garbage? You should spend the rest of your life making garbage in a low-class factory. This is too much. It's not too late. You should divorce my brother. What? Why would you bring that up? I'm saying that someone who can't even afford to join the lunch I kindly invited them to is not suitable to be my brother's wife. You're jumping to conclusions like that? What are you talking about? I mean, you keep insulting me and I was so angry that I lost track of the conversation. But the main topic is the lunch gathering, right? Well, you don't have to invite me anymore. The same goes for me. I won't invite you either. I'm not inviting you ever. Well, I'm glad to know. Goodbye. Why didn't you come to the lunch gathering today? I told you to come. I can't come because of my work. I mean, I thought you weren't going to invite me anymore. I wasn't going to, but everyone wanted you to join, you know. What kind of trick did you use to get them to go along with you? I didn't trick anyone. I can't attend on weekdays no matter who invites me. Okay then, let's schedule next week's lunch on Saturday. Please make it this time, okay? Why are you so insistent on me attending this lunch gathering? To be honest, I don't want to go, especially if you are the organizer. Do you remember how you insulted me last week? I don't think I want to attend after being insulted like that. I'm sorry about that. I've reflected on it since then. Oh, don't worry about the money. As an apology, I'll cover the expenses this time. Everyone's looking forward to having you, Isabella. I hope I can introduce my wonderful sister-in-law who's doing great work. Fine, I'll join this time. Wonderful, thank you. Okay, so we'll meet at the lobby of the Kingston Grand Hotel at noon on Saturday, okay? Sure, I might be a bit late because of work in the morning, but I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. Isabella, you're the best. Your face was priceless. It was such a masterpiece that I wanted to frame it and hang it up. Denise, what were you thinking? You suddenly poured hot coffee on me. I couldn't help but pour coffee on your head because I didn't like the way you were looking at me. I didn't expect it to be so hot. I'm sorry. Forgive me, okay? Thanks to that, half of my face got burned. Luckily, the hospital was close by. They said it would take about 2 weeks for it to heal. Is it going to heal? That's too bad. But your face was a real sight to see that time. Half of your face was red and swollen, and your face was ugly as an ogre. If my brother sees that ugly face, he might consider divorcing you, don't you think?
That won't happen. My husband was rushed to the hospital. He's very worried about me. He'll charge you for the medical expenses and the cleaning cost of my suit.
Oh, speaking of which, you are wearing an expensive-looking suit despite being poor. I wonder if you were trying to match the class of the Kingston Grand Hotel. Poor thing, it ruined by the coffee.
What's so funny? I don't understand what's so funny in this situation.
There's nothing more entertaining than this in the world. Sipping coffee while enjoying your ugly burn face, along with the Kingston Grand Hotel's famous French toast. It was truly the best. It was the most exciting lunch I've ever had.
I can't believe you. So the apology for the previous insults was also a lie, wasn't it? Was it your intention to invite me over and pour coffee on me in front of various major company presidents' wives?
That's right. It was so easy to trick you. What a foolish woman. I need to properly discipline the low-class bread factory worker who dared to think she could join such a noble gathering. I wish I could have shared this joy with all my wealthy friends. But everyone suddenly left, saying they had something to do. That's my only regret.
Something to do?
Yeah, it's not usually like that. But wealthy people are busy. They have things to do that you can't even imagine.
They came to visit me at the hospital until a little while ago.
What?
They apologized for your outrageous actions to me. They apologized on your behalf.
What do you mean?
They apologized for not seeing through your true nature and inviting me to lunch themselves. They all apologized politely, but it's not their fault at all.
Why would the president's wives apologize to a loser like you? You're threatening everyone, aren't you?
Excuse me?
Or did you try to act as a poor victim to trick everyone into being on your side? Well, I know poor losers like you are good at that kind of tactic. In the world of wealthy people, there's no place for sly individuals trying to deceive others. That's why people like them get easily fooled.
You still don't get it?
About what? If you're up for it, fine. I'll pay for your treatments or whatever. After all, my husband is an executive at Kingston Grand Hotel. We have more than enough money. It's a shame to give it to a poor guy like you. But considering it as payment for witnessing the entertaining scene of a loser getting her face burned, it's quite cheap.
Can you afford it?
Of course, I can afford it.
Well then, I'll charge you without hesitation. Also, I'll be discontinuing our partnership.
Huh? Hey, Isabella!
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Everything is wrong. What did you say to the president of Kingston Grand Hotel? My husband says he's going to be fired because of me. He's very angry and says he's divorcing me.
Oh, so he's getting fired after all? Well, considering the circumstances, I guess it's only natural.
What do you mean?
Well, because you poured coffee on me, and as a result, Kingston Grand Hotel lost an important business partner. It's only natural that your husband has to take responsibility for that, isn't it?
What are you talking about? What business partner are you talking about?
I'm talking about Star Bakehouse. It's my company.
What?
It seems you thought I worked in the factory, but I'm the president of the company.
What? The president?
We are the supplier for the bread for Kingston Grand Hotel. You said you wouldn't eat bread made in a factory, but many of the guests have given it very high reviews. They say it's delicious.
What? Wait a minute, I remember people talking about how the hotel's breakfast bread had a taste like high-end bakery and was fantastic. I heard that some guests come to stay just to try the bread.
Yes, thankfully.
All the bread served at breakfast is made by us. French toast for lunch and dessert, and bread for dinner. Most of them are produced in our company's factory. Oh, so that French toast I had... You enjoyed coffee and French toast while watching my burns, right? Well, from now on, you won't be able to eat it anymore. You won't get the same taste of French toast as before. We've decided not to supply bread to Kingston Grand Hotel from now on.
You're lying!
We don't want our bread supplied to a hotel that has people looking down on factory workers, calling our carefully crafted bread garbage, and having someone with such poor character.
No, it can't be true. If you stop supplying bread to Kingston Grand Hotel, your company would be in trouble too, right? You'll lose a place to sell your bread.
Our clients aren't just Kingston Grand Hotel. Even if we lose one, there are many others interested in working with us. In fact, excluding a hotel that looks down on factory workers, it will be able to maintain our brand.
Oh no, but it doesn't make sense. Ending a deal and firing my husband, isn't that too much? Why not just one or the other?
Kingston Grand Hotel wants to keep its brand face. It's natural to dismiss a problematic executive. I assume your husband proposed divorce for similar reasons? Being married to a woman of low status damages his social standing, so he wants a divorce, right?
Oh no, is it really my fault?
It's too late to regret it.
How was I supposed to know you were the president? If I had known, I wouldn't have poured coffee on you. I accepted you as an official participant in the wealthy people's lunch gatherings. Remember?
Wealthy or not, pouring coffee to a person is unacceptable. I'm going to make that a prerequisite, but let me tell you something. Everyone else at the lunch knew that I was the president of Star Bakehouse. The reason why they wanted to invite me was also because they knew my status and wanted to get to know me better.
Come to think of it, I thought everyone was strangely eager to invite you. I thought it was a little strange that the president's wives would be so eager to get close to a low-class factory worker.
How can you convince yourself that you are such a valuable person? In a way, that's a talent.
So, everyone going to the hospital when you were burned was also because of that, huh? Are you saying that they all abandoned me and took your side? All this time, I've been hosting lunch gatherings and trying to be liked by everyone. And now they're dumping me? Not just my husband, but even my friends as well?
Well, it's all your fault. You should be sorry.
Then I don't have a choice. I'm going to your house now.
What?
In that case, I won't be satisfied without revenge against you. If you and my brother aren't divorced yet, I'll barge into your house and mess things up.
I'll call the police.
Even if you say so, what about my brother?
What?
He's my brother. I'm sure he'll stand by me. He's probably under a lot of stress because of you who made his marriage difficult. If I went to your house and explained to him, he would divorce you and go back to our parents' house with me and live a splendid life that matches his family's status.
Are you an idiot?
What?
Do you know why my husband didn't inherit your father's company? Because of the high-status family, the dignity and manners. From a young age, he was forced into a constrained life by his parents and sister. He felt suppressed, experiencing significant stress.
What?
After getting married and starting a family, he finally became free. I don't think he'd easily give up on his current life. My husband and I are both working hard at the jobs we want to do. We are satisfied with our daily lives. We don't want that to be disrupted. If you barge into the house, we'll just kick you out. I wouldn't hesitate to call the police too.
What? Don't exaggerate. I'm your sister-in-law, remember?
If you don't like it, don't come to my house. Oh, by the way, the medical expenses for the burn and the cleaning costs for the suit haven't been paid yet. Please settle it by tomorrow. You can afford it, right? Good luck. Denise, who had a divorce forced upon her by her husband, didn't just end up with that as her punishment. When I had coffee poured on me, those present were the wives of the presidents of Kingston Grand Hotel's business partners. From there, the story spread to the presidents of various companies, leading to the end of contract of not only the bread, but also contracts involving furniture, facilities, amenities, and more. The hotel was in a really difficult situation, as the demand for an explanation grew louder and louder. In the end, it seems that the hotel decided to claim damages from Denise. Unable to rely on her ex-husband or her brother, Denise ran back to her parents' house. She humbled herself before her father borrowed money and paid the compensation. Now, she is said to be working tirelessly day and night to repay the enormous debts. The other day, I happened to see her in the town. She looked haggard, with no traces of her former self, completely worn out. On the other hand, I have fully recovered from the burn and I'm working hard. I am enjoying my life with my husband, and I have become friends with the wife of the president of the company who I met through the incident. And we have lunch gatherings from time to time.
Hi, Adeline! Oh, Penelope, I was just about to contact you. What are these packages that just arrived? Oh, perfect timing, huh? I'm so glad that you know me so well. It's the language of the outer world, isn't it? It's like we have a telepathic connection, right? We are in fact true sisters. Not really. We are just in-laws, you know. You're as lame as ever. Oh, by the way, those packages are just the first batch. There are more coming your way. Please accept them all and store them in your place. Oh, it'll be great if you could assemble the furniture in advance. You'll get them after the second batch. Furniture? I'm lost. What are these packages for? Oh, come on! They're Derek and mine, of course. I get that, but why are you sending them to my apartment? It's not a storage facility for bulky items, you know. Oh my, what are you talking about? We're moving in, obviously. What? You're moving out of there soon, right? Yeah, but... You see? So your apartment will be available, right? So, are you guys planning to move into my place once I leave? Exactly! You catch on quickly. That's my sister. Being an only child, I had no clue what to expect, but this is how it feels like to have a sibling, huh? It's like we understand each other without even saying anything. It's amazing. What? I haven't heard anything about this plan at all. I'm Adeline. Penelope is my younger brother Derek's wife. In other words, she's my sister-in-law. She has a reputation for being reliable among family members. Not many know her true nature, which is inconsiderate and reckless. That's why I've tried to avoid getting too involved with her. I don't know who told her, but she sees the opportunity to take over my place, timing it with my move. By the way, my place isn't a luxury apartment or anything, but it's quite a decent upper-middle-class residence. By the way, who gave you permission for this move? Your parents! No, that's a lie, obviously. What? It's true? Calling your sister a liar is so mean, don't you think? Why would they give permission? Besides, I already have the next tenant lined up. No way! So, don't just make decisions about whether you will live here or not by yourself. What are you saying? Don't make decisions on your own either. You can't just treat someone else's apartment as you please. Geez, are you by any chance an idiot? What's that supposed to mean? You sound to be misunderstanding. But the owner of this apartment is me, you know. No way! Of course, I can do whatever I want with it. What the heck? How is it yours? It's supposed to be in your father's name, and Derek's taking over soon, right? Wrong. You really didn't know, huh? Lying like that is not okay, even if you're my sister-in-law. I'm not lying. It's just that, well, you don't have a job, right? Huh? You're neither married nor employed. So, why is the ownership in your name? Indeed, you're the eldest child, but normally it'll be inherited by the son, right? Even if you ask why, it was mine from the beginning. There's no issue of inheritance or anything like that. The only reason you've been able to live in such a nice apartment until now is thanks to your father and Derek. You have your family's financial support. A single, unemployed bum like you can't survive on your own. I do work, you know. You can say whatever you want, but I don't believe you. Yeah, sure, but I'm typing on my phone instead of speaking to you. Yeah, never mind the quibble. Your idea of living somewhere nice without working is just downright audacious in the first place. Excuse me? I always thought you were quite brazen, but you're also not very bright, huh? Hey, you're talking nonsense without any basis in the heat of the moment. There are things you can and can't say even though we are in-laws. Being in-laws doesn't give you the right to barge into someone's home without permission. First of all, there's no way my parents would ever approve of you moving in here. Why not? They both know I'm working, and I even send them financial support. Really? I've mentioned it earlier, but this apartment belongs to me from the start. I purchased it in my name and have been paying the mortgage. What? No way! Finally, you read the message. Isn't it in your father's name? No, it's not. But doesn't he and Derek pay the mortgage too? I'm the one paying. How can an employed person pay for it? I have a job, god darn it. I'm working from home, but I'm a full-time employee. What the heck? I've never heard of that. I don't report every little thing to you. But, you know, when it comes to you, I think of the unemployed bum. You're supposed to be an unemployed parasite living off your family's money. You're the low-class bum who talks a big game without the ability to work. I can't imagine you working even if it's from home. It's indeed upsetting to be called unemployed twice, you know. What kind of image do you have of me? But you can't pay the entire mortgage yourself, right? You must be getting some help from Derek and your father. I already told you I'm paying by myself. I've been doing it all along, and I'll continue to do so. I'll be renting it out to someone, and they'll pay me rent. So there won't be a problem. Then we'll live there for half the regular rent. Cancel the person you're planning to rent to. It's more reassuring for you if we live there, right? Considering the size of this apartment and the area, it'll be around $1,300 or $1,400 a month. Seriously? I mean, you're offering to pay half. Are you messing with me? I'd rather have a polite stranger live here than a rude and stingy relative like you. What? How dare you? It's your little brother and his wife. And? I'm asking you what this has to do with it. We're family. so you should offer family discount. If you're gonna play the family card so much, I'd like you to pay 70% of the remaining mortgage then. Yeah, right. No way! If we have to pay, there's no benefit for us to live there. Oh, I see. That's your real intention. Well, I thought as much. It's a waste of time talking to you. I can't tell who's the parasite here. Oh, it was you, sorry. Don't make such rude remarks casually. Your brother's wife is begging like this, you know? Just say yes. Yeah, right. Absolutely not. I'll send all packages back on COD. Wait! Why would you do that? Hey, Adeline! My packages came back. Why? I said I'd send them back the other day, didn't I? Are you having a problem reading again? That was for the first batch, right? Huh? The second and the third batches came back together. Oh, God. Please listen to what I tell you seriously. Stop acting selfishly. I'm tired of this. Didn't you get scolded by Derek? There's no way he would. Not to his lovely wife, you know. Well, I asked him to put some sense into you. But what's up with him? I'm wondering what's up with you. Accept the packages, okay? I refuse. If I put our things there first, I win. This isn't a game of territorial contest, you know. Prioritize your family. I won't allow you to rent it to a stranger. Of course, that's impossible. Besides, there's currently no one living there. So even if the packages arrive, there's no one to receive them. Oh, why? Because the new tenant is moving in 3 weeks. So I'm getting the place ready. Cleaning, redoing wallpapers, and other preparations are being handled by professionals. Forget about that and let us live there. By the way, I've heard Derek's workplace went bankrupt, right? How do you know that? I just heard it from Dad. Derek hasn't said anything to me. But that's why you have an eye on my place, right? I told him to stop you, but he didn't listen. You guys conspired together to take over my place selfishly, didn't you? No, that's not it. You guys lost your income, so you thought you could live in my place rent-free. I can't receive the packages even if you sent them, so please don't. Don't you think you're being cold? Your family's going through a tough time. Your brother suddenly became unemployed. Your sister-in-law is begging you. Those who use family cars only in times like this are the least trustworthy. That's not true. It is. You call me an unemployed bum and a parasite. And then asking for a rent-free apartment is quite audacious. I apologize. This is unforgivable. Why don't you look for a cheaper place on your own? Even if you're going through a tough time, Derek was making a decent income, right? Don't you have any savings? None. Geez, not a single penny? Right. Aren't you working part-time or something? No, I'm not working. I'm busy. But you don't even have a child, right? No, but my days are full. What do you usually do? Well, I'm a full-time homemaker, so I have to be at home. It's quite a demanding work, so I don't have time to do anything else. Seriously? Isn't it the wrong time to be saying such things? I just don't want to work. Oh dear. You don't really have a choice, do you? Look, this is something you should discuss with Derek and overcome together. You can share household chores when you both work. Ugh. No, not ugh. If paying rent is difficult, why don't you move to a cheaper place or go back to your family? Oh, no way! It's in the countryside. Oh, God. Are you seriously saying that? There's nothing there. There are no coffee shops and no movie theaters. It's impossible to live in a place like that. Like you have a choice. It's just that you don't want to lower your standard of living, right? I didn't say that. It's the same thing. If I go back to my family, they'll make me work. I want to stay as a full-time housewife. Never mind. Anyway, how come you haven't managed to save any money after making Derek work so much? Being a full-time housewife costs money. What are you spending so much on? You must be going out and enjoying yourself. No, I'm not. But there's still no savings. I bet you're secretly taking money out. When I spoke to Derek, he said there was some savings, so it should be fine. Oh my God! What's the matter with you, really? Your attitude toward me is way too harsh. I'm your sister-in-law, for God's sake. I don't want to think of a piece of trash like you as my sister, even if it's just in-law. You're awful! I'll talk to Derek about this later. Are you a little kid? You've said whatever you wanted, but it's over now. What do you mean? I've already come close to your apartment. Holy cow! I brought all my stuff. I'm starting the moving process now. Derek and I are gonna live in that apartment. The low-class unemployed bums should get out. Is that so? All right, I understand. Thank you. No matter what happens, please live there, okay? What? Hey, Adeline! Adeline! Yes? How's it going? Were you able to move in? What the heck is this? Why are your parents here? I thought it was suspicious that your tone changed so suddenly. You set me up. It's so dumb to show up, even when you suspect something. What the heck is going on? I thought you might show up, so I had them stake out there. They're actually visiting the city for fun. Oh, man! I also informed the management company and the security guards that if they hear some strange woman shouting, they can immediately call the police. That's ridiculous! Help me! No way! If you cause too much trouble, they'll call the police for sure. Damn it! Please stop. We don't want to have a family member arrested. We have to consider Derek's feelings, you know. Even though he's contemplating divorce, for now, you're still his wife. What? Divorce? Yes, divorce. No way! Why? Shocking, I know. But take a moment to cool down and have a serious conversation with him. No, no, no! So, Penelope caused a huge scene at the entrance of the apartment building and ended up being restrained by the security guard. Even then, she continued to cause a disturbance, so the police had to intervene. Fortunately, there was no real harm done, so she was released quickly. Afterward, she went on another rampage, this time about the divorce from Derek. It turns out that she never did any housework or held a job. Instead, she squandered his income on in-game purchases and socializing with neighbors. Then, due to the bankruptcy of his workplace, She was trying to switch her house from him to me to continue her parasitic behavior. After the divorce, she was taken back to her family but was soon kicked out again. Since then, her whereabouts have been unknown. It's a little scary to think she might be parasitizing someone else now.
Hey, Sarah, listen to me for a minute. What's wrong, Mindy? I can tell from your message that you seem to be in a good mood. You know what? I finally found a boyfriend. Really? That's great. I just got engaged and I'm happy too. I'm glad happiness came to you too. I know. So, what's the guy like? Well, he has a very austere voice. If I were to compare him to an actor, I'd say he's like the young Sean Connery. No kidding. I'm sure he would look very good in a tuxedo. He's an entrepreneur and makes a lot of money despite his age. Wait a minute. That's my fiancé. He's tall and cool. Are you talking about Alfred? Oh, I'm glad you understand. It's hard for me to tell you, so I was wondering what to do. What do you mean? Alfred is my fiancé. How is it possible that he's your boyfriend? Normally, it's impossible. But the fact that Alfred turned to me right away means you aren't attractive as a woman. Huh? It's terrible to make a move on your sister's fiancé. What's going to happen to me? I have no idea. Alfred said he'll talk to you directly. I think he's going to break the engagement. Oh no. We were looking for our wedding venue. Mindy, taking away your own sister's fiancé is too much. Even if you say so, I can't help it. Alfred chose me. I feel sorry for you too, Sarah, but I love him as much as you do. I can't give in. I can't believe you did that. I'm sorry. Don't hate your sister who is too beautiful. I'm too beautiful, so that's why men tend to choose me instead. I'm really sorry. I'll live a happy life with an entrepreneur, Alfred, for your sake. No way. I'll never forgive you. You've failed me. Don't ever contact me again. You're not my sister anymore. Sarah, are you there? I wonder how you've been since then. You're reading my message, aren't you? You should at least respond. What? I'm sure there's nothing more to talk about with you. You don't have to be so cold. Actually, Alfred and I have set a date for our wedding. I'm thinking of sending invitations to the relatives and friends. Are you making fun of me? You are the one who stole my fiancé from me, and he agreed to marry you. I can't forgive either of you. There's no way I'll attend your wedding. That's a horrible thing to say. It's been a year and you're still angry? Of course. There's no way I could forgive what you've done to me. I don't think anyone in the same circumstances will just smile and forgive that. Well, you're right. Alfred is an entrepreneur, so he runs several companies. Looks like you've missed the chance to dig a fortune. That's none of your business. It's not that I loved his profession or income. Anyway, I'm not going to your wedding, so I don't need an invitation. Okay, I understand. But you are my precious sister, so I will have a seat prepared for you. If you change your mind and feel like celebrating our wedding, please don't hesitate to come. Sarah, can I talk with you now? I just heard from our cousin who went to check the venue that you're coming to our wedding. I knew you were curious about our marriage. Or did you feel like giving us your heartfelt blessing? That can't be true. Really? So you're coming here to search for a new guy? We've invited a lot of entrepreneurs today. What? There are a lot of young, accomplished CEOs here too. Mindy, you really have an ugly way of thinking. You don't have to act tough. You want to be a part of Fortune Diggers too, don't you? Thanks for deciding to come to our wedding. I know it's hard to be a single woman, but just bear with it. What's with that tone? I'm not going to come to your wedding to search for a new guy. Don't make fun of me. I told you that you don't have to act tough, didn't I? I'm not acting tough. It's not like I was interested in your wedding anyway. Are you serious? That's hilarious. What do you mean by that? There's no way a girl like you can get his attention. Huh? There are no entrepreneurs who would be interested in a dull woman like you. After all, they are all top entrepreneurs who are making a lot of money. So I don't think there's any room for you. Geez, I can't talk about this with you anymore. Hey Sarah, what was that all about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Why were you sitting next to Joseph? You're too brazen, even if you're here to search for a new guy. I don't understand. Joseph is the son of a wealthy family. He's an entrepreneur who became a company's president at such a young age. I don't know if you knew about that or not, but you were trying to approach him. It was embarrassing to watch. I didn't come to search for a new guy. I was invited by the groom. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone to your wedding, would I? Huh? Stop talking nonsense. Joseph just got married recently. So what? He is one of the entrepreneurs that Alfred respects. His company has a strong business relationship with Alfred's. That's why I had asked him and his wife to attend the wedding. It's insane for you to sit beside him. You think so? Of course, it's so embarrassing. You didn't flirt with him, did you? Absolutely not. I would never do such a thing. Then why did you go to the trouble of sitting next to Joseph? You knew he was the son of a wealthy family and an entrepreneur, didn't you? Because I'm married to him. What? What are you talking about out of the blue? I didn't hear anything about you getting married. Don't try to act tough at this point in time. You're not married, but you want to get married, right? That's why you came all the way to our wedding. That's not true. I'm a married woman. Don't make me laugh. Are you crazy? Even if you were married, why did you, a married woman, try to approach Joseph? I don't get it. That's what I've been telling you since a while ago. I'm Joseph's wife. What? What are you talking about? Have you lost your mind? You're so frustrated with me and Alfred's marriage that you're making up stories, aren't you? There's no way you and Joseph are connected. Will you stop lying? I'm not making up stories. In fact, after you took Alfred away from me, I got to know Joseph through work. Work? You're not an entrepreneur or anything, are you? Of course not. You know I'm a web writer, right? Yeah, it's not a very lucrative job anyway. One of my clients asked me to write an article for a special feature on entrepreneurs in the city we're living in. I was responsible for the interviews too. One of the entrepreneurs was Joseph. What? Of course, we met first on business, but we got into a conversation about our passion for traveling abroad. After that, Joseph started contacting me. He contacted you directly? Yes, he did. Looks like we just had the same feeling. We started talking and getting to know each other little by little. But then, Joseph got a new job overseas, so he asked me to come with him. What? I didn't know about that. Alfred knew that Joseph got married, But I don't think he knew you're Joseph's wife. So we decided to get married on the spur of the moment, and we are planning to leave soon. I got an invitation to the wedding from Alfred. We decided to stay here until after the wedding today. My husband replied that he'll be attending the wedding together with me, so I had no choice. Are you telling me the truth? A lame girl like you got married to a wealthy and famous entrepreneur like Joseph? That's too good to be true, since you're much wealthier than me. I can't forgive you. You were able to marry Alfred, whom you stole from me. Let's be happy for each other. Don't be silly. I hear Joseph's income is much larger than Alfred's, and he has plenty of assets too. I can't allow you to be wealthier than me. Is that what this is about? Why did you decide to marry Alfred? You stole him from me and got married, didn't you? You made your wish come true, so you must be happy enough. What are you talking about? If I had the chance, I would have married Joseph instead. It's not fair that you're his wife. I don't understand. Anyway, I'm glad I got married to Joseph. I got married before you did. Why didn't you tell me that you got married? Why should I do that? You stole my fiancé away from me. I thought we've cut ties. That's terrible. You should have let me know since I'm your sister and it's your important lifetime event. Because I don't know what you'll do if you find out. So I decided not to let you know. Our parents said I should do that too. Even our parents? That's terrible. Well then, congratulations on your marriage. Tell Alfred I said hi. Mindy, what on earth do you think you're doing? What do you mean? I heard you were hanging around Joseph's office. I got a call from the building manager. I knew as soon as I heard the description of the suspected person. And I hear you keep sending Joseph emails. What are you up to? What? I'm your sister. I wanted Joseph to know I exist. Then why don't you go through me? What's the point of going through you? Why not? I want to show myself to Joseph. Show yourself? That's right. To show that I'm more beautiful and better than you. For what purpose? Of course, for the purpose to become his wife. Why can't you understand that? What did you say? Joseph is married to me. What are you thinking? I'm a woman worthy of Joseph, who's a wealthy man and a great entrepreneur. I'm beautiful as you can see, and any man would turn his head to me. I could go to a party with my husband and still look good. I'm a much more suitable wife for Joseph than you are. Are you crazy? You and I are both married. So what do you mean by being a suitable wife for Joseph? No, I'm sure Joseph will be attracted to me. I'm sure he'll think I'm more suitable for a wife than a lame woman like you. I told you he's already married. You don't stand any chance. You should divorce Joseph right away. What? I don't think you're a suitable wife for a great entrepreneur like Joseph. Someone like you is bad for him. That's not true. Joseph knew about my relationship with Alfred and you, and he decided to marry me. He has the ability to see the truth. That's why he's such a great entrepreneur. I don't think so. A beautiful, good-looking woman is the perfect wife for a big entrepreneur. I'm perfect for him. I can't talk about this anymore. Don't forget that you are also a married woman. Hey, Sarah, explain to me what's going on. Reply to me right away. Sarah, don't you dare ignore me. What is it? Don't pretend as if you knew nothing. Why is Joseph's office locked? What? I've been emailing him about our conversation the other day, but he didn't respond to any of my emails. That's why I came to his office to ask him directly. Ask him directly? You're really out of your mind, Mindy. He's already married to me, and that's his office. It's a place to do business. Mixing business with private life is what he hates the most. It doesn't matter. He'll surely turn around when he sees and gets to know me. Let me see Joseph. That's impossible. I wonder why you are being so arrogant and selfish. You even took away my fiancé and married him. And now you're trying to steal Joseph away from me too? That's right. If I marry a wealthy and successful man like Joseph, I'll be secured for the rest of my life. So let me see him. That's impossible. What makes you think so? If I don't meet him, I can't tell him how incompetent you are. You don't have to do that. What about Alfred? He's your husband, right? Of course, I'm breaking up with him. What? Joseph is more attractive to me than Alfred. To be honest, I married Alfred because I gave up on him. Unexpectedly, you gave me a chance. I'm grateful for that, so let me see Joseph as soon as possible. I can't let you meet him. Why not? You're not going to let me see him at all cost? I understand. You're scared. Huh? You're afraid Joseph, who finally got married to you, will fall for me in an instant, aren't you? What are you talking about? You're really getting on my nerves. You see, I've never been rejected by a man. It's understandable that you're worried. I beg your pardon? He's not the kind of guy who'd fall for someone like you. You won't know that until I meet him, so let me meet him. That's physically impossible. Tell me why. I told you, didn't I? He asked me to come with him because he's going abroad for work. That's why we got married on short notice. Is that so? I told you we were waiting for your wedding to be over before we leave, didn't I? What? We're not living here anymore, so I can't let you see Joseph. No kidding. Why didn't you tell me? Why did I have to tell you? There's no way I would have told you, because I thought we've cut ties. You're just trying to make yourself feel better. What a nasty woman. I don't understand. Besides, Joseph is watching our message exchange. Huh? We're at home together right now. I'm sorry, Mindy, but he said that you're the worst kind of sister. He also said that he never wants to meet someone like you. No way! It's going to have a negative impact on his business. So Joseph is going to cut the business relation with Alfred's company from now on. Why? Alfred didn't have a good reputation in the industry to begin with. To get close to Joseph, he spread false rumors about fellow entrepreneurs. He often interfered with other people's work with lies. Are you serious about that? You are also part of the problem. He says he'll quit associating with Alfred's company from now on. Joseph is the kind of person who wants to do his job honestly. So he wants you to stay away from him. He says he'll file a criminal complaint against you for stalking if you get any closer to him or me. Criminal complaint? Are you kidding me? I'm not going to let you get me in trouble with the police. Then I'll have all this communication sent to your husband. Huh? Don't do anything unnecessary. You don't have anything to do with Alfred anymore, do you? Well, I have nothing to do with him, and I don't want anything to do with him. But I want him to know who you really are for his own sake. Who I really am? You're just aiming for his fortune, right? Alfred's income as an entrepreneur and the townhouse where he lives. You were attracted to his luxurious fashion, so you stole him from me, didn't you? You weren't attracted to his personality at all.
That's not true. But on the day of the wedding, you found out that I was the wife of Joseph, an entrepreneur whom your husband also admires. Joseph is a wealthy man and is much more popular and earns much more money than Alfred. So you used me to get close to Joseph. And at the drop of a hat, you tried to steal my husband away from me just like last time. I didn't mean to do that. I'm Alfred's wife. I married him because I love him. Mindy, it's too late. I revealed every message we exchanged. And I sent the screenshot to Alfred just now. Why are you doing such an unnecessary thing? Can you imagine what would happen to me and Alfred if you do that? Because it's true, so I can't help it. Your true feelings are being spewed out on this line. Alfred should have the right to know about his wife's true feelings, so I'm just letting you know. Oh no! I'm going to get dumped by Alfred. You said that you'd break up with Alfred, right? You should have no problem then. That's only the strategy if I can get married to Joseph. That's enough. I can't believe how selfish and greedy you are. How much do you think I've been hurt because of that? Joseph is the one who healed my broken heart. I didn't choose him for his inheritance, his income, or his profession. I'm not like you. Then you shouldn't have sent those screenshots to my husband. Don't get in the way of me and Alfred. I didn't mean to get in the way. I just wanted Alfred to know the truth. I will never forgive you, Mindy. Well, it's the same for Alfred too. Joseph punished Alfred, so that's good enough for me. It might be tough for Alfred to continue working as an entrepreneur from now on. Huh? What have you done? If Alfred's job gets harder, it will affect my life too, right? I don't think so. Why not? Just now, I got a message from Alfred who saw the screenshot. He said that he's divorcing you immediately. It's obvious, isn't it? What do you mean by divorce? What's going to happen to my dream of becoming rich and living a wealthy life? I don't know. I think your dream won't come true, and I'm quite sure of that. You might have to live a completely different life. I don't want that to happen. Sarah, do something about it. It's your fault for getting engaged to Alfred, isn't it? I don't know anything about that. Alfred was already taken away by someone else. Anyway, this is the last time for me to contact you. What? I'm going to live abroad for a while, so don't contact me anymore. I don't want to remember anything about you. I'm going to block your number too. Are you going to leave me alone after all this? How dare you? You're the one who started this mess, Mindy. I want you to reflect on what you've done, even for a little. Okay, I got it. I'm sorry. I'll apologize for what I've done, but can you convince Alfred? Tell him that he was wrong about me and that I really love him, please. Don't be silly. Bye. After that, Alfred wouldn't even see Mindy. Divorce proceedings have been finalized through his lawyer. Using my screenshot as evidence, Mindy had to pay a large amount of alimony to Alfred for the emotional distress she caused. Furthermore, I heard that Mindy is now facing criminal charges of obstruction of business for interfering with Alfred's work. Also, my husband has cut off his relationship with Alfred. Other entrepreneurs also drew a line under Alfred's business. Alfred's company will soon fall into financial difficulties. No wonder that he is facing criminal charges. From now on, Mindy will lead a life that is the complete opposite of the wealthy and glamorous life she dreamed of. She deserves it because she has done so many nasty things. As for me, I will be living abroad with my husband for a while. It's a very stimulating life, and my skills as a writer are improving. Also, my workload is gradually increasing. I would like to make an effort not to be dependent on my husband.
Hey, sister-in-law. What was that today? What's with you, sister-in-law? Huh, Megan? I thought my phone was ringing all the time. It was you, wasn't it? I finally got an answer. I've been calling you a bunch of times since a while ago. Why are you ignoring me? I'm sorry. I've been so busy. I'm just now getting settled. Sister-in-law, isn't it awful? What? Why should I be kicked out? I've come all the way from far away to see you. They're all dragging me out of the venue. You'll pay me back for the wasted train fare later, won't you? Don't tell me you don't understand at all. You have no idea why you were kicked out of the venue? I don't understand. Why do I have to go through this? It's your outfit. What outfit? It was my mother's funeral. I don't think that was a good idea. Oh, you mean my dress? Yes. Attending a funeral in a flashy pink dress? I think it's insane. I don't know. I think I did a good thing. Huh? Because everyone except for me was so gloomy and had a bitter look on their face. You were sobbing and crying. If a beautiful woman like me appeared in a dress, everyone would smile. You don't seem to realize what a terrible thing you've done. Didn't you notice that everyone was giving you the cold shoulder? I don't understand why I should be upset at all. I mean, some people were smiling when they saw me in my dress. I'm sure they were happy to see me. They weren't smiling. They were laughing. Don't get it wrong. But you're really happy, aren't you, sister-in-law? What? Because when your mom dies, you'll get an inheritance, right? You'll be lucky to get extra income. What are you talking about? So, it was a happy funeral. It's a happy day. I wore my favorite outfit, while everyone else was dressed all black like cockroaches. I made the place look gorgeous. You should be thanking me. You're disgusting. You're so inappropriate. I lost my mother. I'm devastated. And you're congratulating me? Funerals don't need to be glamorous. Really? I'm stunned. Don't you know anything about that? You've never been to a funeral before? Yes, I have. So you went in a fancy dress then, too? No way. I wore a normal morning dress. Then why did you come like that to my mother's funeral? You came dressed like an insane person. Do you have something against my mother? I have nothing against your mother, but I can't forgive you. I don't remember doing anything bad to you. You took my brother away from me. Huh? Ever since I was little, I dreamed of becoming my brother's wife. Don't tell me you still think that. I know that siblings can't get married, but at least the woman my brother marries must be someone I approve of. So you're saying you don't approve of me? That's right, because you're so plain, to be honest. What? My brother is handsome, went to a good university, and works for a prestigious company. If my brother's wife is dull and ugly, I feel sorry for him. That's not true. To you, it may be whatever, but to me, it's a real problem. So you were trying to irritate me when you wore the dress? Well, I guess you could say that. You're such a jerk for doing that at my mother's funeral to harass me. You're the worst. I want you to divorce right now. But your brother chose me as his wife, no matter how much you don't like me. If you love your brother, you should respect his wishes, don't you think? Huh? Are you trying to lecture me? You're a big ugly bitch. I'll have my brother scold you later. That brother of yours is also very upset with you in your dress. Huh? How can he be angry at his beautiful sister's beautiful dress? Don't you see how crazy it is to wear a pink dress to a funeral?
but a beautiful girl like me is special. I don't think my brother would be mad at me. I'm just taking the stance that it's not my fault. Of course it's your fault. All right then. If it's a fight you want, you'll get one. Huh? I'll do to you what you did to me. I'll do the same to you someday. You're so full of it. You don't have the guts to take revenge on me. If that's how you feel. But I'm serious. Ha 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 ha! Scary. Well, go ahead and try if you can.
Emily, I'm really sorry my sister bothered you today. Is everything all right over there?
Yes, Sean.
Your father and all the relatives must be angry.
Sort of. I can't help it after she did such a crazy thing. But everyone is grateful to you. We all know that you had harsh words with Megan.
Well, I was worried that maybe I'd be disowned by your father and the other relatives. I guess everything's fine now.
I'm fine. You're not the bad guy. By the way, how are things going over there? How is it going with Megan?
Oh, not good.
Not good?
I scolded her pretty hard, but Megan didn't seem to respond at all.
You even went to your parents' house to tell them about it.
My parents knew that and warned Megan she should listen to me, but she wouldn't listen to me at all, saying, "Your wife made you do it, didn't she?"
I see.
I couldn't get through to her. My head was starting to spin.
You must have had a hard time.
Megan's always been a self-centered girl, but I didn't think she'd do something like that at your mother's funeral. Anyway, I'm coming home soon. If I stay at my parents' house, Megan might think I'm on her side. Or maybe she already does.
Maybe. She said to me, "I'll have my brother scold you." She really seems to love you.
I wish she'd stop involving me. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm not much help.
It's okay.
From now on, you don't have to be involved with Megan at all. I'll give her a stern talking to about staying away from you and your family.
Okay then. I appreciate it.
I'm on my way to you now.
Okay. Have a safe trip home. Hello, sister-in-law. How have you been? Huh? I'm your sister-in-law, Megan. Megan? Oh no, why are you surprised? I didn't expect to hear from you. Didn't your brother tell you to stay away from me? My brother is so terrible. You're insane. Stay away from Emily and her family. What in the world did I do? Huh? 3 years have passed. It's been 3 years since then, and you still have no remorse. What do you want me to be sorry for? You wore a fancy dress to my mother's funeral. Oh no, do you still hold that against me? I'll never forget it. But that's not the point. I called you today with an important announcement. What? I'm getting married. Really? And my partner's family is rich, and he works for a big company. It's the man of my dreams. Okay. Hey, what's with that weak reaction? Aren't you going to congratulate me? Yes, congratulations. And that's all you want? Oh God, you're cold. Because it's none of my business. It is your business. We're sisters-in-law. Sisters, huh? We're getting married next month. I'd love for my sister-in-law to attend. Of course you'll come, right? Next month? That's short notice. I've never heard of you getting married or having a wedding. This is the first I've learned of it. Sean, your father, and your mother, none of them said anything about you having a wedding. Did you tell your parents or Sean about your marriage? That's the thing. My brother and my parents are terrible. They weren't happy at all when I told them about my marriage. They even said they weren't going to attend my wedding. Oh, no. They say they can't forgive me for causing trouble at your mother's funeral. Ever since then, everyone has been so cold to me. They won't even let me into their house. I see. Unlike you, everyone else in your family has sense. Not attending your daughter's wedding would be insane. That's why I want my sister-in-law to attend as a relative at least. Well, I'll send you an invitation. You must come, right? I won't go either. Why not? Because I feel the same way as Sean and your parents. I'm not going to congratulate you. I don't want that. You should attend as a representative of the family. Just for the record, what's the date of the wedding? The last Sunday of next month. Oh, I can't make that day anyway. What? Why? Because I have important things to do. Business? There's nothing more important than your sister-in-law's wedding. You know what? Even if I wasn't busy that day, I wouldn't go to your wedding. Don't say that. I'm busy now. See you later. Wait, sister-in-law. What's the matter? It's a happy wedding, but everyone's so cold. I'll definitely have you come to the ceremony. Sean, is this a good time? Sorry if you're busy at work.
I'm on break right now. It's fine. What's up?
Did you hear that Megan's getting married?
Huh? Oh, well, we talked about that before. Me and my parents cut ties with Megan. I don't care if she's getting married or not.
But then, just now, I got a text from Megan. She asked me to come to her wedding.
Just you?
Yeah. They're getting married on the last Sunday of next month. But I can't attend because I have my mother's memorial service.
Of course. That's the 3rd anniversary of your mother's death.
Megan is insistent that I attend. I don't have to go, right?
Sure, you can ignore her. What the hell is she thinking? Calling you just because she can't talk with me or mom and dad? I can't believe she contacted you. I told her not to bother you.
But you know what, Sean? Maybe this is our chance.
What?
I've been thinking about something. I'm thinking that I can use this opportunity to make Megan shocked.
Emily, are you up to something?
Sort of. I'll tell you in detail when you come home from work today.
Oh, okay.
Good luck with your work then. Hey, sister-in-law. The wedding's about to start. You're not at the venue yet, are you? What on earth are you doing? Oh, right, it's Megan's wedding today. What are you playing at? Hurry up and get here. I told you I'm not going because I have something to do. Even if you have something to do there, you have to put my wedding first. I can't. It's the 3rd anniversary of my mother's death. We're having a family reunion. What are you talking about? Are my brother and parents going there too? Yes, they are. That's terrible. You're not coming to my wedding. I can't go to your wedding anyway. No. You have to go now. None of my relatives are coming. The groom's family will think I'm weird. That can't be helped. You're the one who invited them. That's right. If all your relatives are here, you should bring them all to the wedding now. Huh? How many people are over there? About 15 people. Wow, that's a fair number of people. Well, I'll invite you to my wedding, so come over right now. What? Are you sure you're okay with that many people suddenly showing up? Don't worry, it'll be fine. It's a buffet-style wedding. It's at the restaurant Atticus at the south exit of Station S. Oh, Atticus is close to here. We could go there if we wanted to, but I'd have to change my clothes. What? If you do that, my wedding will be over. I don't care about your clothes. Just come over right away. Are you sure? It's fine. We're going straight from the memorial service, right? Are you sure you don't want me to change? That's why I said come quickly. Okay, the whole family will be there. I don't care if you regret it. Why would I regret it? Of course it's better to have more people there. Don't complain later. Just come. You're terrible. Why did you do that to me? What? What did I do? It's so weird to attend a wedding in mourning clothes. And it wasn't just you. My father, my mother, and even my brother. You told us to come quickly and not change. We just did as you asked. You know what? Don't you have any common sense? That's why I said we had to change. I asked you if we didn't need to change for the wedding straight from the memorial service. Oh. I asked you repeatedly, but you still insisted that I come without changing my clothes. Because it's not a funeral, and I didn't expect everyone to be wearing mourning clothes. I didn't think you would. Did you think that the 3rd anniversary of the death of a loved one was supposed to be celebrated in a glamorous dress like a wedding? Well, it's no wonder you think so. You're the kind of insane person who would show up to my mother's funeral in a pink dress. I mean... Now you understand, don't you? Well... Do you understand how I felt when my mother's funeral was ruined? Are you saying that you... Is this payback for the funeral? Yes, I told you 3 years ago, right? I said I would definitely get revenge. Oh, no. I was lucky that your wedding coincided with the 3rd anniversary of my mother's death. The whole family was able to jump in with their mourning clothes on. The groom's family must have been very surprised. My partner and in-laws were asking me why my relatives came in mourning clothes. I'm really annoyed. Well, it's all your own fault. I'm so glad I got my revenge on you. Well, I'm busy, so I'll see you later. Sister-in-law? Please help me. Oh, Megan, what's wrong? It's the worst. We just got married. It was all for nothing. What? My husband has divorced me. Oh. It's your fault. What? You came to our wedding in mourning clothes. I explained that it just happened to be the 3rd anniversary of my sister-in-law's mother's death, but my husband and in-laws had their doubts. They came all the way to my parents' house to ask them about it. Oh. Then they found out I wore a pink dress to the funeral. He said he couldn't be married to such an insane woman. He was so mad at me. I'm sure he would be. I don't want a divorce. I've just gotten a rich, handsome man. You need to do something about it. No, there's nothing I can do. It's your fault. Convince my husband to forget the divorce. I don't want to. I mean, it's a good thing your husband realized your true nature earlier, isn't it? I beg your pardon? I'm sure your husband was fooled by you because you've been acting sweet all along. But when he found out that you were actually an insane woman, he confronted you with the divorce. If it was after a baby was born or something, it would be a lot harder. I'm glad you got a divorce while you still can. You've got to be kidding me. You messed up my happiness. You messed up my funeral and you have no remorse. You have no right to happiness. What? I'm done taking revenge on you. I'm going to block your number after today. Wait a minute. Are you abandoning me, your sister-in-law? Okay, bye. Goodbye forever. Wait, sister-in-law! I'm sorry about what happened at the funeral. Please help me. Sister-in-law! Shortly thereafter, my sister-in-law divorced. It seems that my sister-in-law was evicted from the new house she was living in with her husband and moved into her parents' house. Her parents soon kicked her out. Rumor has it that she is now moving from one internet cafe to another. My sister-in-law quit her job when she got married, so she has been working part-time at a day job to make ends meet. She thought she was on the top of the world, but she has hit rock bottom. In my sister-in-law's case, she got what she deserved. On the other hand, 1 month after my sister-in-law's wedding, I found out that I was pregnant. Now my husband and I are living a peaceful life together, looking forward to the birth of our baby. I'm sorry I couldn't show my mother the face of her grandchild. I'm sure my mother is watching over us from heaven and is happy about the new addition to our family.
Hello, Bruce. I have something important to tell you. Can we talk?
Miss Victoria, I was so worried about Trisha. Since she cancelled our date, I haven't heard back from her. Trisha went to the hospital, right? How is she doing?
They told me she had cancer and only had a year to live.
What? No way, are you serious? Trisha is only 24 years old.
It's true. I wish we would have found it earlier. I never thought she'd get cancer. She didn't get a checkup for cancer screening before. By the time we found it, it was too late.
What? I don't know what's going on. She was fine just a little while ago.
I'm sorry for messaging you like this so suddenly. Trisha asked me to tell you.
I don't know what to say. I can't think about anything right now.
I couldn't believe it when I heard it either. I kept asking my doctor if there was some mistake, but it was real.
Trisha has cancer and only has a year to live.
I knew I had to tell you, her fiancé, as soon as possible, but I was busy going back and forth between the hospital and home. I couldn't get my mind right, so I couldn't contact you right away. I'm sorry it took me so long to get back to you.
Hold on. I don't know what to do.
I know it's confusing to hear this suddenly.
Do you know what caused it?
We don't know the cause. She doesn't smoke or drink. She has always said her health came first, and she was very careful about her diet. She seemed to enjoy her work. She didn't seem stressed out. And we don't have a family history of cancer, so I guess you could say it was bad luck.
I see.
So I have a favor to ask you, Bruce.
Sorry. I have to take care of something now. I have to go.
Wait, listen to me just a little longer. Trisha needs you.
I can't see Trisha when she's like this. I can't do it right now, even if you ask me to stay by her side.
It's not like that. I understand how you feel. I won't ask you to see her. I just want you to talk to Trisha just once. She says there's something she really wants to tell you, so can you call her?
No, I really don't have time. I can't even talk to her.
Please, just once is all I need. Trisha is too worn out to send messages, so let me call you just once.
I told you, I really can't do this right now.
Sorry, Bruce.
Trisha, hold on.
I really wanted to meet you and apologize properly, but I'm not feeling well.
I see. Like I told your mom, I can't come to you.
I know, it's too much for you. Thanks for everything. The 2 years I spent with Bruce were a lot of fun.
No, Trisha, don't say something like that. It's too early to give up.
I've only got a year to live. It can't be helped. There's no hope for a cure. We have to cherish the life we have left and live one day at a time.
Trisha, I'm kind of busy. Can I go now?
Okay. I'm sorry to call you when you're busy. You don't have to come to the hospital, but it would be nice to talk once in a while.
I don't know if that's possible.
Bruce?
I think we're done here. I'm hanging up. Please don't call me like that.
I'm sorry. Trisha has been worried about you for a long time, and she said she really wanted to talk to you.
I'm sorry, but I'm calling off the engagement.
What? You won't see her anymore?
I can't see her now, so please let Trisha know. Miss Victoria, please stay away from me too.
What? Looks like there's no point in holding you back. Okay, I understand. My name is Trisha. I'm 24 years old. My parents divorced when I was very young and my mother raised me by herself. I've been sick for a while, so I went to the hospital for a checkup and found out that I have cancer. I was told that I'm at a stage where there's nothing the doctor can do, and I had only 1 year to live. I had been getting annual checkups, but I had never had a cancer screening. I never thought I would get cancer at such a young age. I have been dating my fiancé Bruce for 2 years now. He just recently proposed to me. We had just written out our registration and were about to submit it. It's really depressing and I feel like crying and screaming, but I've decided to keep my emotions to myself and not share them with anyone. Whether or not I can marry Bruce doesn't matter to me. I just want him to be with me until the end of my life. I understand that it's difficult for him to be with a fiancé who has been given a limited time to live. Still, I hope to spend the remainder of my life with him, at the very least.
Hey, I just saw you with a woman at the hospital. Who was that woman? What?
You told me to stay away from you, so I didn't talk to you, but I think I've seen that woman somewhere before.
Is this the hospital where Trisha is staying? I didn't know.
So, who the hell is that woman? Why were you in the hospital?
She's my ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend?
Yes, we got back together just the other day. She just got off work. I was just picking her up.
What? Oh my god, she's a doctor here at the hospital. That's why she looked so familiar. Are you in a relationship already?
Kinda, yeah.
Seriously? Well, you've already called off your engagement to Trisha. I guess no one has the right to interfere with your love life.
Trisha didn't see me with her, did she?
Don't worry about that. Trisha is too worn out to leave the hospital room right now because she can't move.
Really? I don't want to make things awkward, so please keep it a secret, Miss Victoria.
Fine. I don't want to hurt Trisha, so I'll keep quiet.
Well, I have an important appointment with her, so if you'll excuse me.
Okay, I understand that you have your own life.
I know Trisha's going through a tough time, and I disappointed you. I'm sorry I'm such a jerk.
I wish you could have been there for Trisha, but it can't be helped.
I'm sorry.
But I hope when things settle down, I'd like you to visit Trisha once in a while. I feel like just seeing your face, it might extend her life a little.
I'm sorry, but I can't promise anything.
Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
I'm sorry, I'm really busy. Excuse me.
Bruce, what's going on? Explain it to me so I can understand.
What?
The doctor you said was your girlfriend came to Trisha's room out of the blue. She's not her doctor, so what's going on?
I didn't hear anything.
Trisha said she came to check on her. She was so surprised that I wasn't there. I don't understand what's going on.
Maybe she thought no one was here. Did she say anything?
She said she just came to check on Trisha's condition. How often do doctors suddenly examine a patient they're not in charge of? On top of that, she came here assuming that I wasn't there. Sneaking around like that is suspicious.
I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor and I don't know what's going on. I can't say anything unless I ask her.
That woman, maybe she did something strange to Trisha, like giving her some kind of weird medicine or...
No, she wouldn't do anything like that. She's a good doctor. I think she went to see her in person, to find out if there was a more effective way to treat her.
That's unnecessary. We don't want any treatment.
What?
Because it's already too late for Trisha, isn't it?
Are you sure she doesn't want to get treatment?
There's nothing we can do. Trisha knows she can't be saved. That's why she doesn't want any unnecessary treatment, and I feel the same way as Trisha.
I see.
And I can't allow your girlfriend to come to her hospital room. I'm sure she thought it was a good thing that Trisha, your ex-fiancé, has only a year to live. I'm sure she just came to see her for the fun of it. I bet she's proud of herself for getting back together with you now.
No, she's not that mean. She works there, so I guess I can't blame her for coming in and out of your hospital room.
Trisha got sick and even broke off her engagement, and you still want her to suffer more?
Trisha doesn't have to suffer. Trisha doesn't know about her, right? So there's nothing to worry about.
But Trisha might find out sooner or later. Your girlfriend might tell you that she's dating you. Don't let her near Trisha again. Let her live out the rest of her life in peace instead of giving her a hard time.
I'm not working at the hospital, so I can't help you there.
Then at least tell her to stay away from us.
We're moving Trisha to a new hospital right now.
What?
I found it. I found a great doctor who might be able to treat Trisha's cancer. I've talked to her doctor and we've already decided where we're going to transfer her.
What are you talking about? I told you we are not going to treat her.
But I just couldn't give up. I was looking for a doctor who could help Trisha.
Leave Trisha alone. You have a new girlfriend, don't you?
Actually, she's not my ex-girlfriend or anything. She's just a childhood friend. When you caught me with her at the hospital, you had the authority over Trisha. So I quickly lied and said she was my ex-girlfriend.
What? Why?
If you found out that I'm looking for a doctor who can treat Trisha, I'm sure you would reject me or stop me. It would be unnatural for me, an outsider, to be talking to a doctor at a hospital like that. But if I told you that it was my ex-girlfriend, I'm sure you will understand. What? So, my childhood friend was secretly consulting with Trisha's doctor on my behalf. But there are some things that only family can get into. You're right, you can't make decisions on your own. Besides, you broke off your engagement with Trisha. That's why I decided not to break off the engagement. I registered my marriage with Trisha. What? I have to be her spouse to receive all the information. Right now, I'm the one who has the authority over Trisha's treatment. What are you doing? Trisha never said she was married to you. It's strange that I wasn't informed of the marriage. I'm sorry that I had to inform you now, but you were against Trisha's treatment. If our marriage is annulled or something, even if I found a great doctor, it would be difficult to transfer Trisha to a different hospital. So your childhood friend's doctor came to see Trisha. I apologize for making you feel uneasy, and for not being truthful about it. I really wanted to save Trisha. I have to transfer Trisha to a different hospital. I'm so stupid, it's the only thing I could think of. I'm sorry for being so selfish. You're such a... When you told me that Trisha had only a year to live, I wanted to hurry up and call my childhood friend doctor. So that's why you said you were busy. That's right, we can't waste even a second. I hear that cancer progresses faster in young people. That's why you've been working so hard. I don't know anything and I've said a lot of terrible things about you. I'm so sorry. No, it was my fault for doing things on my own. It's natural to be misunderstood. Anyway, Miss Victoria, we'll arrange for an ambulance to take Trisha to the hospital, and she'll be admitted immediately upon arrival. Will Trisha survive? She said there's still a way to save her. Let's hope. Bruce, thank you. I'm sorry for not telling you the truth. By the way, is Trisha available to answer the phone? I'd like to talk to her if possible. I don't think she can type, so I'll just call you on the phone. Hello? Trisha, we are going to transfer to a hospital with a great cancer doctor. What? Transferring to a hospital? I found it. He's a great doctor who has helped many patients suffering from the same cancer as you. I had my childhood friend doctor look for him and finally found him. Bruce, you don't have to do that. I have a year to live, remember? It doesn't make sense to transfer me to a hospital now. No, even with the same symptoms, different doctors see things differently. The great doctor said it's too early to give up. Bring her in right away. He said the sooner the better, so come with me. Sorry, Bruce. I'm glad you feel that way, but I don't want to be transferred. I don't want to bother you. You are not bothering me. I'll do anything to save you. I'd even give my life to you. Your feelings are all I need. Thank you. Bruce, go live your life without me. When I'm gone, I want you to forget about me and be happy. Without you, I can't be happy. My life is intertwined with you, Trisha. What? I don't know if your mother told you, but I've already submitted the marriage registration. No way. When did this happen? Before we found out about cancer, we signed it together and had it ready, didn't we? I just submitted it as we planned. I thought you had already thrown it away a long time ago. You are my wife, Trisha. I will protect you for the rest of my life. Bruce, what should I say? Trisha, please don't give up. Live with me. Let me do everything I can for you. But there's a strong possibility that I won't live long, you know? Even if I get better, I don't know when it will get worse again. I don't care. I want to be with you. I want you to live with me. I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm sorry I made you sad. I couldn't see you because I was afraid I'd cry if I saw your face. I'm a bad guy, aren't I? I didn't tell you because I thought I'd disappoint you if I couldn't find a doctor who could help you. Bruce, thank you. I heard everything. Thank you, Bruce. I'm sorry I doubted you. No, I just couldn't give up like that. I'm sorry for being so selfish. If I hadn't found a doctor who would help Trisha, I don't know what would happen to me. I couldn't imagine my life without Trisha. I'm such a weak man. That's not true. She won't find anyone who would go to such lengths for her. But because I lied, I made Trisha and her mother feel bad. even if only for a moment. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I'm grateful that my daughter found a wonderful person like you.
Thank you, Miss Victoria. I'll ride in the ambulance with you and stay with Trisha.
What? But I have to go with her.
I'll take care of it. Have you been having trouble sleeping since Trisha was admitted? I'll pick her up later.
But
If you get sick, she will be worried. Don't worry about me. You can count on me from now on.
you're right, Bruce.
I will be honest when I'm having a hard time too. You may think I'm a weak person, but I will do my best. Let's not suppress our painful feelings. Let's share them together.
Thank you. I've been in pain for a long time. I can't tell anyone, and I can't show my crying face to Trisha either.
I know it's hard for you. Me too. But we are starting to see hope. I've arrived at the hospital, so I'm going to the hospital room now.
And so I was transferred by ambulance, accompanied by Bruce, to the hospital where there was a famous cancer doctor. But I had less than a year to live, so the hardest part of my treatment began.
What the hell was for breakfast today? You've got to be kidding me.
I'm sorry, wasn't it good? I tried my best to make it.
No, it was so delicious. It was shocking. I appreciate you cooking for me every day.
Oh God, you scared me. I mean, aren't you at work right now? Are you not busy at work?
I'm on a train on the way to the client's office. I just wanted to thank you. Anyway, are you sure you're okay getting up so early to make breakfast for me? Take it easy, babe. If you're sleepy, you should go to sleep.
Thank you for being such a caring husband, babe. I'll be fine. I'm resting time to time.
That's good. The day after tomorrow is the wedding, so get some rest and get yourself ready.
I know.
Don't get too excited and hurt yourself. You're so clumsy and tend to fall easily.
That's right, I need to calm down. But Mom is more excited than me. She can't sleep because she's so excited to see me in my wedding dress.
You and your mother are just alike in that way.
Don't say that. Oh, I'm so happy. But 3 years ago, I was told that I had 1 year to live. I never thought I'd have a wedding day. I thought wearing a wedding dress would be just a dream.
I won't let it end as a dream. I'm glad I get to stand next to Trisha in her wedding dress.
Thank you, Bruce. Don't cry at the wedding, okay?
I won't. Trisha, please stay by my side forever. I can't wait for tomorrow.
On the day of the wedding, the sky was clear and cloudless. In front of my mother, relatives, and friends, Bruce and I pledged our eternal love. Bruce and I had always said that we would never cry. But as soon as the wedding ceremony started, he cried a lot. He cried throughout the ceremony, and the people who attended couldn't help but cry along. It was a tearful wedding, but everyone was smiling and congratulating us despite their tears. I will never forget this day for the rest of my life. When I was told 3 years ago that I had only 1 year to live, I had completely given up on the idea of living. But thanks to Bruce, who helped me find a good doctor and transferred me to a different hospital, I'm still living a healthy life. However, I am still going to the hospital, and I can't say that I'm cured completely. I don't know how much longer I can live, but I will cherish each and every day and will spend my time with the happiness of being able to be with my loved one.
Hey, Susan. How many days has it been since you started ignoring me? Come to think of it, you've been ignoring me since after Mom's funeral. How long are you going to keep that attitude up? Anyway, the bereavement leave I applied for with the company is over today. I'll be back to work as usual tomorrow. Good night. Hey, bro. It's been a week. Good morning, Tyler. Why did you call me bro? I don't like that. Just call me by my name. Okay. What a pain in the ass. Hey, Kevin, you didn't get fired? Huh? What are you talking about? I was on bereavement leave for the past week, so there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, really? Come to think of it, you don't have a father and you're the only child, right? So? I don't mean to be indelicate, but I heard your mom made a lot of money, so I thought you might have inherited a lot. That's not for you to ask, and I'm not going to tell you.
What? Don't be petty.
Hey, if you say another word, I'll kick your ass.
Oh, scary.
Let's get to work. See you later.
Susan, I'm texting from work.
Hi, my darling Tyler.
I just talked to your husband. He's in a really bad mood.
Well, that can't be helped, can it? His mother, who was his only living relative, passed away. And after her funeral, his wife is suddenly ignoring him. And I'm sure he has no idea why.
Oh, that's harsh.
What? You told me to do it, didn't you? You said while Kevin is mentally weak, we should slowly push him into a corner and make him lose his ability to make normal decisions. And by the time the mourning period is over in a year, Kevin will say he wants a divorce.
Haha, that's right.
By the way, what are you doing today?
I've got some urgent documents to prepare, so I'll finish them in the morning. And then I'll be out and about first thing in the afternoon. So how about around 2 to 3:30 p.m.?
Okay, handsome. Well, good luck with your work, honey.
Thanks. I'll see you later, babe.
At the memorial service, I thought we could talk for the first time in a while, even just a little. But you're wearing a face mask and pretending that you have a cold that's making you lose your voice. I'm sure there's a reason you don't want to talk to me that badly. But if you don't talk to me, I won't know what's going on. Nothing gets resolved. If you think that I should realize what's going on without you telling me, I'm really not good at guessing that kind of thing. If you still want to continue ignoring me, go ahead. I'll just move on my own.
Hey, Kevin, you've been... No, that shouldn't be happening.
What?
You've been bringing your own lunch for the past month or so, haven't you? Until now, you always ate at the company cafeteria, ate out, or bought food at convenience stores.
Oh, yeah. Since my mother passed away, I realized I was starving for homemade taste.
Homemade taste.
After much thought, I decided to bring my own lunch. It's also a way to save money on food.
Well, you're pretty good at making your lunch.
Yeah? If someone who cooks regularly makes lunch, this is as good as it can be.
Oh, someone who cooks regularly. Hey, Susan.
What is it, darling?
How are things with Kevin? How is he at home?
Huh? How is Kevin? I wonder. I told you this before, but after the memorial service, he seems to have become defiant. He sends me texts once in a while, but he just talks about some errands and that's it. I'm still ignoring him completely. In short, it's like in-house separation, so we don't know how each other's lives are going on.
He's been bringing his own lunchbox to work for the past month or so.
Oh, really?
He used to eat at the company cafeteria, eat out, or buy food at convenience stores.
Oh, really?
You don't know anything about that?
No, I don't know.
I see.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing.
Anyway, Tyler, do you have a chance to come out of your office today?
Yeah, I do. But I'll be with my coworker.
Oh, really?
I've been notified that due to a major personnel change coming up in a little while, I'll be reassigned to a different area for sales.
Personnel change?
I don't know who it is yet, but there's a guy who's going to be transferred overseas. Because of that, The whole sales department has been restless for the last week or so. I have to be back at the office in about 2 hours today, and my schedule is pretty full.
I see. Well then, it can't be helped, huh?
I'll text you when I'm free. Sorry about that.
Okay. See you later, handsome. Hey, Tyler. I haven't seen you at all recently. What's going on?
Hi, Susan.
Since you were talking about the reassignment of your area, we've been seeing each other less and less. I haven't seen you this month. Tyler?
Because of the reassignment, I have very few clients.
Huh?
Now, I'm mostly working in-house 4 days a week, doing mainly clerical work. Even if I can go out, someone is accompanying me or I have to come back in a short time. What's more, our new company policy requires me to carry a mobile device with GPS app installed whenever I go out of the office. So now, it's impossible to make time-consuming detours.
Oh no.
How about we meet on my days off?
Kevin will be at home. Even though I'm ignoring him all the time, he's still at home. So if he were to follow me, we can't do anything that would reveal our relationship.
That's true. Even if we get a big sum of money as a divorce settlement, we don't want it to be taken away by compensation.
I know. Oh, I miss you.
Me too. Susan, good news.
Tyler, what is it?
I'm going on a business trip to New York by myself from Wednesday to Friday of the week after next.
What? That means...
Let's go together, babe. I'll miss you while I'm working over there, but I'm free to do whatever I want at night. Let's make love till morning after a long time in New York.
Yay!
Oh, that's right. During this business trip, my favorite detective drama will be aired. I'd be happy if you could give me TV priority for the time this drama is on.
Oh, that's such a trivial thing. Sure, let's watch it together.
Thanks.
Oh, I was cheated. Seriously? What are you going to do? All the ignoring I've done up to now is in vain.
That's my line, you know. I'm surprised too. How could I know? How could I know that the money a spouse gets from an inheritance is not subject to property division in a divorce? And the person who leaves gets not a penny. I never thought I would find out about this in a detective drama I was looking forward to watching.
Then, I'm better off not getting divorced. If this is the case, I shouldn't have ignored Kevin so much. I shouldn't have done something to make him distrust me. It's your fault, you know.
What the hell? You say you were ignoring Kevin all the time, but weren't you making lunch for him so that he won't hate you?
What? What are you talking about? Are you talking about what you said before about Kevin bringing his lunchbox to the office?
Actually, I've had my suspicions ever since then. You're not seriously planning on getting a divorce, are you?
Huh? If I didn't want to get a divorce, I wouldn't have ignored him all the time.
Then what's with that lunchbox?
Kevin just made it himself.
Huh? He's a man and he cooks?
Huh? Don't tell me, Tyler. Are you the type to say that housework is for women?
Huh? That's the common sense of the world.
What? You seriously have such an outdated way of thinking.
Huh?
Enough already. Let's break up.
What?
Because we found out that divorce won't bring in a lot of money. If that's the case, I'm a full-time housewife, so I don't want to get divorced. I should break up with you before Kevin finds out about our relationship,
so I don't have to pay compensation, right?
Well, that's true. I'm feeling super down. I think we're done.
Well then, don't forget to delete my contact information and text messages.
I know.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hey, bro.
What's with that again?
What do you think you're doing, demanding compensation from me?
There's only one reason.
What?
Don't tell me you don't have any idea or that you have amnesia or something like that. I've spent about 6 months gathering evidence.
What?
Tyler, you were having an affair with my wife Susan. By the time I started my investigation, you'd been seeing each other less and less. And apparently, you guys had a fight and broke up recently. The relationship itself has been going on ever since you met Susan at our company-sponsored barbecue 2 years ago. I've found out that you've been seeing each other quite frequently.
I can't believe you found out that much.
Now, I think you know why I'm charging you compensation. I'd like you to communicate with my lawyer regarding compensation and other matters related to your infidelity.
Damn, I broke up with her before you found out, but you had already found out.
On that note, I also found out that you and Susan had been going to a hotel many times while you pretended to be on sales on-site visits, and that you took Susan on a business trip to New York last month. I reported it to your company.
What?
I'm sure you'll get a call from upper management sooner or later. I recommend that you just go along with the punishment they decide.
No way.
Hey, Kevin. Can't we make up soon? We haven't talked in about a year. You know, I had a good reason for ignoring you. You lost your mother, and I wasn't sure how to deal with you. I didn't know what to do. I lost the timing and time flew.
Oh, I got a text from someone unusual.
Oh, Kevin.
It's been a year since you started ignoring me. I thought you might have noticed the divorce papers on the living room table and contacted me.
What? Why divorce papers?
You don't get it?
What do you mean?
By the looks of it, you're not in touch with Tyler anymore.
What?
Well, I did confirm that you broke up after you returned from New York.
You found out?
Yeah, long time ago.
How did you?
I was very careful not to get caught. It was about 6 months ago. I got sick and had to leave work early, and I saw you guys walking arm in arm.
What?
From there, I hired a detective and did some research on my own, and here we are.
That's...
So, I'll talk to you about divorce and compensation through my lawyer. My lawyer's business card is there with the divorce papers.
Wait, let's talk face to face. We've only seen each other a few times in a year, and we haven't talked once.
Actually, I'm in Australia right now.
Australia?
I just arrived yesterday.
Why Australia?
I got an overseas assignment, and I'll probably be living here for the next 20 years.
What? Could it be the big personal change that Tyler was talking about?
Oh, if you're referring to the hecticness in sales department with all the reassignments and such, you're talking about me. I really wanted to work it out to the point where I could file for divorce before coming to Australia. But I was able to convince the company to wait until after the first anniversary of my mother's passing before I arrived in Australia.
Oh, by the way,
The first anniversary of your mother's death?
We had a memorial service about 10 days ago.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Oh, I purposely didn't tell you.
Why?
Because I knew you were after the inheritance I inherited from Mom. So I didn't want you to be at the memorial service on her first anniversary.
You knew that too?
That's all I have to tell you. You'll have to go through my lawyer from now on.
Oh, wait.
Goodbye forever.
What? Oh, no. Oh, no, come back. I've been a full-time housewife all my life, and you're demanding compensation from me and a divorce? I don't want that. Kevin!
I left the rest to my lawyer and managed to get a divorce. As for the compensation, Susan and Tyler asked to pay in installments. But I could see that they would evade payment sooner or later, so I requested a lump sum payment. I don't know how they managed to come up with the money, but the compensation was transferred to me shortly after. Also, as for the present situation of each of these two, Tyler has been laid off from his company, and his parents have cut ties with him as well. He is now living off his part-time job while paying back his debts. Susan, on the other hand, she has been seen walking around downtown at night, dressed in flashy clothes, with a different man every night. Rumors persist that she is in some kind of a shady business, so nobody is in contact with her, not even her own family members.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.